This area is the Command panel, and you can toggle it on and off from the Customize menu under Show UI. If for any reason you're missing the Command panel, go back up there and turn it on. You're going to need it. It's the primary interface for working with the program, and it's organized from the top down. We'll start by talking about the tabs. This first tab opens up the Create panel, which is what you'll be looking at by default. And that's where you can make geometry. The Modify panel is where you alter objects. The Hierarchy tab controls objects' pivot points, inverse kinematics, and link info. The Motion tab is used to assign controllers used in animation. The Display tab controls object visibility. You can hide and/or freeze objects. Finally, the Utilities tab contains numerous utilities, and there are more available here in the More button. So let's go back to the Create panel and take a look at it. These buttons here correspond to the major types that are available in the program. Geometry includes three-dimensional objects. Shapes are wireframe objects that are two- and three-dimensional. Lights, cameras, helpers are non-rendering objects, and systems. Let's go back to geometry. Notice that each type has a drop-down right below it, and this contains different categories of that type of object. For example, I can switch to doors, and then I'll have the door tools down here. I'll go back to Standard Primitives and click on Sphere. Well, let's talk about these interface elements. We have tools or buttons here. This is called a rollout, and right now it's rolled open. I'll close it by clicking on this title bar. Then there's a plus here that indicates that there's more content that's hidden. When there is more content than will fit on the screen, a scroll bar appears over here, and you can drag that up and down, or you can turn the mouse wheel to do that. And a third way is to drag the panel up and down when your mouse looks like this hand symbol. This is a text box, a color swatch, radio buttons, which are either or. Only one of them can be selected. Another text box. This is called a spinner, and I'll show you how to use that a bit later. Check boxes can be on or off. The command panel can also be expanded by dragging it over to have multiple columns, and that way you can see everything at once, although it does eat into your viewport space. For that reason, I'll drag it back and work with a single column.